Welcome back to your channel name. Today, we're diving into a question that many of us ask ourselves at some point. Are you living authentically? Living authentically means being true to yourself, your values, and your beliefs. But how do you know if you're really doing that? If you've ever felt disconnected or unsure about your path in life, this video is for you. Let's talk about how to know if you're living authentically and what steps you can take to start living a more authentic life. So, what exactly does it mean to live authentically? Living authentically means aligning your actions with your true self, instead of trying to fit into someone else's expectations. When you live authentically, you feel a sense of freedom and peace because you're being true to who you are. On the other hand, when you're not living authentically, you may feel drained, disconnected, or lost. One way to know if you're living authentically is by checking how you feel about your decisions. Do you feel at peace with the choices you make? Or do you often feel conflicted or like you're living someone else's life? If you constantly feel unsure or unhappy with the choices you're making, it might be a sign that you're not living in alignment with your true self. Another indicator is whether your actions reflect your core values. Your core values are the things that matter most to you: honesty, compassion, adventure, freedom, etc. If you're making decisions that contradict these values, you might be living based on external influences or societal expectations. Take a moment to reflect. Are your daily actions aligned with what truly matters to you? Authenticity also means embracing your unique qualities, the things that make you you. It's easy to get caught up in trying to fit in or follow trends, but when you're living authentically, you embrace what makes you different. Do you find yourself pretending to be someone you're not just to fit in? Or do you show up as your true self, flaws and all? If you're constantly pretending, it might be time to take a step back and ask yourself, am I being true to who I am? Let's talk about external validation. How often do you seek approval from others? If you're living authentically, you're not constantly looking for validation from people around you. You know your worth, and you trust your own judgment. Of course, seeking approval is normal from time to time, but if it's something you're constantly doing, it might indicate that you're not confident in your authentic self. Authenticity also involves saying no when necessary. Many people struggle with saying no, especially when it comes to other people's requests or obligations. But if you're always saying yes to please others, even when it doesn't align with your values or interests, you're not living authentically. Living authentically means having the courage to set boundaries and prioritize your own well-being. Another sign of living authentically is when you're not afraid to make mistakes. No one is perfect, and the idea of perfection can actually prevent us from living authentically. When you're living authentically, you accept that you'll make mistakes, and you learn from them. You don't try to cover up or deny them. Ask yourself, do I embrace my imperfections, or am I trying to live up to unrealistic standards? Your sense of purpose is another indicator of whether you're living authentically. Do you have a clear sense of why you do what you do? Or do you feel like you're just going through the motions? When you're living authentically, your actions are driven by a sense of purpose, something that's deeply meaningful to you. You're not just living for the weekend or to check off a list of achievements. You're living with intention, knowing that each day has purpose. Now let's talk about personal growth. Are you constantly growing and evolving? Authenticity doesn't mean staying stagnant. In fact, it's about being open to change and growth. If you're not willing to learn, change, and improve, then you might be holding yourself back from living authentically. Living authentically means being honest with yourself about your strengths and weaknesses, and actively working on improving yourself. Another key sign is how comfortable you are being alone. If you can be comfortable in your own company, it means you're confident in your own identity. But if you constantly seek distractions or feel uneasy being alone, it might be a sign that you're not fully connected with yourself. Being comfortable alone means you accept and enjoy your own company, without relying on others to define who you are. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear often holds us back from living authentically. Are you afraid of judgment or failure? Fear can keep us from expressing our true selves and pursuing what we truly want. But when you're living authentically, you embrace vulnerability and face your fears head-on. It's about choosing authenticity over fear, knowing that being true to yourself is worth the risk. So, how do you start living more authentically? The first step is to get to know yourself. Spend time reflecting on who you really are and what truly matters to you. Take some time each day to check in with yourself. Are my actions aligned with my values? Am I embracing my true self? Start small. Make small changes in your daily routine that align more with your authentic self. For example, if you're always saying yes to things that don't serve you, start saying no more often. If you're not making time for things you love, find ways to incorporate them into your routine. Another powerful tool is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process and better understand your true self. Ask yourself questions like, what do I value most in life? Or, what makes me feel truly fulfilled? And most importantly, don't be afraid to embrace your uniqueness. You are enough just as you are, and there's no need to pretend to be someone else. Living authentically isn't about being perfect. It's about being genuine, honest, and true to yourself. If you're ready to start living more authentically, hit that like button and let me know in the comments what it means to you to live authentically. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiration and tips on living a more meaningful life. Also, make sure to click the bell so you never miss a video. Thank you for watching, and remember, living authentically is a journey, not a destination. Stay true to yourself, and watch your life transform. See you in the next video.